So hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. So I thought today that I would make like a little introduction video and everything, since this is a new channel and everything. Please ignore all the stuff in the back of my car. I got some chips that I'm gonna be sending to my sister, and some books I got to donate pretty soon. So I'm Megan, obviously. I named this channel Megan's Mini Library for a few reasons. One, the main reason is because I learned recently that it only takes about 1,000 books for you to be considered a library, and generally, yeah, obviously there's other criteria, like you have to loan them out, I think, or something. I'm not sure all of them, but the bare minimum number of books is 1,000. And last I counted my books, I had a 900 and something. But I've also donated some, but I've also bought more, so I don't know how many I have now, but it's close. So like a mini library, if you will. Another reason is because of my other channel, and my main thing that I do is I do miniature photos of miniature figures like these. Just pause for an example. And so I thought it was a nice way to bring the two things sort of together, I guess. And another reason I wanted to have the library in there is because of one of the things I want to focus on this channel, reading a lot without spending a lot in a way. So I really want to show off and showcase more inexpensive ways to have this hobby. Like going to the library, there's so many good library apps or book rental apps. I have like a few that I love. There's thrift stores, there's even Goodwill our Goodwill has a pretty good book selection actually. And then there's like Second and Charles, which is like a used bookstore, and just a plethora of options. And so I just want to kind of like showcase that. Of course, I'm going to be able to buy a few new books when they come out here and there, but that's not going to bulk of what this is going to be about. So a lot of the books I'm going to be reading, I'm going to be a few months behind on trends. That's just the way it's going to be for how things work best for me. So I thought a great way of starting this would be giving you a tour of my library. It's a really nice library. I love it. I'm here far too much because, as I mentioned in my previous video, I have a habit of putting every single book I've ever wanted to read ever on my hold list all at once, and sometimes they just all come available all at once and I will just go into a reading frenzy. Like, I've been thinking about doing one of those 24-hour reading challenges just to try to get through some of my backlog of library books. So enough about me, enough about everything. Let's go on and take a tour of the library. Our library is pretty new, and it's actually pretty well loved, so it's going to be pretty crowded probably. So first I need to drop off some books, which they have a nice little slot outside. So there's no set librarian desk inside, so the only way to drop off books, I think, as far as I know, it seems, is these book drop-offs outside. All the librarians are walking around with movable desks inside. So first you see the magazine area right in front, and then you go to this MacLab area, which is really nice. I use this mostly to print off sewing patterns and stuff. They also have a printer you can use. And then here's the kids section here, or one of the kids sections, because the library is kind of like in a U shape, and so we're on one side of the U. And over here is where the video game section is. I think you can rent video games and stuff. I've seen people play Xbox over here. So I think there's an Xbox or something in those little consoles. And then nearby is a meeting room. I think this is for business meetings or something. And then they have a little streaming area where you can I think you can stream. I'm not sure what all is in there. And then they have a little learning lab is what they call it, where it has a 3D printer, desks and chairs and sewing machines and stuff. This I know gets a good bit of use because every time I come here, it looks a little different. So now I'm going to the back. There's some study rooms back here, but they have people in them and I don't want to bother anyone. So then I go and just look around the romance section like I always do. So I have a good bit of books on hold, so I don't need anything, but yeah, I gotta look. And behind me is one of the study rooms, but as you can tell, someone's in there and it's being used. So I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. And then to the manga section, usually there's a display there, but they're in the middle of changing up all their displays right now when I was there. So here's the comic book section. Still on the lookout for the Marvel 1602 Volume 2. So I look here every time I come to the library.
But I did find a few things that were interesting. I did not know this existed, but I love anything with vampires in it. So this came home with me. And then I read one of his books early this year, and I liked it pretty good. So I was like, oh, a comic book sounds like that'd be fun. Because a comic book is like not quite as much a commitment as reading like a normal novel. And his books are much different from what I normally read. And here is the other side of the U shape of the library. This is like another kid section. This is like YA or smaller kids. I'm not really sure. Because honestly, I've never been back here before. So there's more computers back here, which I did not know about. And there's like a little study area, and there's another little kiosk thing for checking out books. I had no idea this was back here, because I've never been back here before. Here's all the kid books, and some more tables and chairs for studying and working and reading. It's a pretty good sized kid book section, actually. And it looks like these are holds, I think. I'm not really sure because I don't know why this is like complete opposite side of the library from the actual holds shelf. And I don't really know what's in these bags or why those books are in bags. And then going back, here's the DVD section for kids. And then I'm back in the romance section because I just can't help myself. I've been thinking about getting this book because one of the book YouTubers that I like says she loved it. It was like a 5-star read. So I was like, maybe I'll get this. And then on my way out, I go to the holds section where it's everything you have on hold. I usually come here last. So I'm not carrying around a bunch of stuff. Here are the few books I have on hold. So I've already read 2 of these books, but they only just came in. So here are all the books that I got, comic books. I'm really excited about this book here. At this library, you do self-checkout, like pretty much everywhere now. And you do these little kiosk things. It's really easy to do. And then it prints out your, like a library slip. So that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you decide to stick around, hit that subscribe button, and come back for more. Bye!